Hey, I'm back. You guys missed me, didn't you? So, I have something to bring to your attention today. Did you guys know that life is not always linear? Are you guys familiar with timelines? Well, let me explain to you what I mean by that. Lessons in life come in all different shapes and forms. Big shocker, right? They come through people, they come through circumstances, they come through jobs, they come through friendships, relationships, the whole nine yards. Our children. Have you ever noticed though how certain people seem to have it all together, and then all of a sudden they like go through a really dark patch, but then they come out brighter on the other side? That's because life is like a circle sometimes. Sometimes we have to go back and revisit certain things. Certain people, sometimes they get so good at hiding what's really down inside of them that, let me tell you something, this life is about learning. This life is about lessons. It's not about comfort. Now, there are times where, we're supposed to enjoy life to its fullest. But how do you do that? You do that by learning, by growing, and we hit certain, we hit certain points where it's like, yeah, we can celebrate, we're doing well. It's like the mountaintop experience. But then we have to go back out down into the valley sometimes, guys. And so those people that, hide what's going down inside, life has a way of forcing them to look at the dark spots that they thought that they could just tuck away and not have anybody see. Okay? So don't think that because your life is all fine and dandy but you have things hiding back there, that it's not going to come to the surface. Oh, it's going to come to the surface. As a matter of fact, the way the world is going right now, those truths are going to become more prevalent, even more so now as we move forward. Okay? My example to you is of transparency. It is of authenticity. It is of me being me unapologetically. I will share my failures. I will share my successes. I will share my lessons. I will share it all. Why? Because I want to be an example. I want to be, I want to be relatable. I want people to know that they're not alone. That, even though they're like, man, I thought I was doing well. Why am I going through this? Pay attention. What is the lesson you have to learn? And then also, if you're seeing patterns in your life, if you're constantly ending up in the same types of relationships, if you're constantly getting screwed over in the same types of way, know that you create your own reality. It's because there's a lesson there you haven't learned. Pay attention. If it hasn't been working the way you've been doing it, you might want to look at changing something. And asking for help isn't a bad thing, okay? Asking for help is not a bad thing. Like I said, I started seeing a therapist once I started realizing how wrong my thinking was. And I had traveled to South America when I was 16 till I was 20 years old. And even though I was in like a Bible bubble and I seemed to be doing really well, I got an education, I learned another language, I got out, I studied another year of the Bible in Florida, I got married. That didn't mean that the traumas that I had endured as a child were solved. I still had to work through some very painful things. Okay? And so life it's a lifelong journey. You don't get to escape. You're like, oh, I did good my first 25 years, therefore I'm scot-free for the rest of it. No. If you do that, you become stagnant. Your life becomes boring, okay? I don't care how much riches you have, how much, position you have in life. There's always lessons to be learned. You don't get away from having to deal with other people. And even if you do, because you become a freaking hermit, you have to sit with the loneliness, And life is meant to connect with others. I told you, this is going to be one of my things. We have to connect with others. One of the most beautiful things in life that we can experience is loving and being loved authentically, genuinely by others. respecting one another's boundaries, giving and receiving, serving and being served. You know, that's what we're created for. You know, and we are creators. Every single one of us are creators. We create our reality every day. So what are you going to create? What are you going to create? Are you going to create healing in your life? Are you going to take the hard look at yourself and ask the hard questions? And if you say, you know what, Tara, I keep struggling, but I can't pinpoint, I can't put my thumb on it. Listen, I've been there. Ask for help. I am an ideal person. I am very intuitive. Okay. I've had to work through a lot of stuff. And I have, you know, one of the reasons why I started realizing I wanted to do this is because I started automatically doing it with everybody in my life. You know, I started being able to pinpoint and see things immediately. Or I'd be around people and I go, I can't put my thumb on it, but there's something off about them. And within a week or two, a month or two, or however long, the truth came to the surface. And I go, I knew it. I didn't know exactly what it was. But see, I've refined. My intuition has become refined. And I'm starting to see things that much clearer. See, when it comes to manipulation now, when it comes to control, nope. I see it a mile away now. You know, and that came through my hardships, which I'm so thankful for. So thankful. So thankful for every last one of them, and every person that brought them into my life. I really am. So if you need somebody to potentially help you look at those areas, reach out. You know, reach out. My deepest, most heartfelt desire is to be able to help people heal and feel the complete joy and peace that I feel. Yet that doesn't mean that I don't experience hard emotions. You know, I still hurt. I hurt for the world too. You know, when I see the things going on around the world, I'm going, wow, they're so blind. They're so blind. And so sad. But anyways, just keep that in mind. Life isn't linear. Sometimes we have to circle around and revisit some things to clear out and balance ourselves. Because if you're not balanced, you're going to see it in every aspect of your life. Work on it. Balance yourself. Everybody has this responsibility. Everybody. Nobody's excluded. Not one of you. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're President Trump. I don't care if you're, Mother Teresa. Okay? We all have things we have to constantly work on. And the more you resist, the harder it's going to be. Life isn't going to let you off. Oh, no, it's not. Nope. So you can heed my warning. You can heed my advice. Or you can find out on your own. Listen, I'm stubborn too. It took me a while, a couple times. It's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Just hurts a little bit more. And I think one of the biggest things that I had to learn is admitting my wrongs, admitting my mistakes, because I was like, oh my gosh, if I say this, we all mess up. Every last one of us. And you know what the thing is? And I said it in another one of my videos. Those insecurities or those hardships that you endure, they gain strength when you bring them into the light, when you admit them. That's where the strength comes, guys. It's not from hiding it. Because let me tell you something, the lies, it's like a house built by playing cards. You keep stacking up. And let me tell you something, eventually that bitch is going to fall. You can't keep hiding. I've had many people around me that built so many lies around them. They couldn't even remember what lies they told. They didn't even know the truth from the lies anymore. And it's so sad because then when the people around them are confused, they're like, wait, but you said this, but then you said this, and you said, and then they get angry, and then they blame the people around them, and it's a vicious cycle. Just stop. Live honestly. All right, rant over.